Hey guys, welcome back again. Today let's talk about something else. I'm going to talk about pedalboard. So this time around we're going to go through my Boss pedalboard. Currently I do have 4 sets of pedalboard that I use. 2 of them from Headrush, the gig board and the big pedalboard. And I've got a modular one which is I use for, like small gigs, so I can put anything I want. If I need a looper or multi-effects. If I be playing just bass on our gig, because I also play guitar or acoustic in our set list, so that's why I do use the Headrush for that. But again, if I'm only playing just the bass, then I would use the Boss bass or Boss pedals, which is I carry with the BCB60. Okay, that's these case here. I was kind of tempted to get the BCB90. I think that's the latest version, which is about, I'd say about the same size. This is just the cover, but the actual pedals right here. But yeah, I mean, the 60 does fit all my stuff here. So yeah, I didn't bother getting the 90 because all I need is just basically a case, something to carry all my pedal boards or pedals, sorry, from Bose. So yeah, without further ado, let's dive into it. All right, guys, so this is it. Just so you know, I won't be playing or testing any sounds or audio here. I just wanted to show like the rig that I'm using, and you can actually see some of my settings in here that I use. So maybe we can start with the case itself, which is the BCB60. Your input basically goes here, send goes out to your unit, and then from your unit you go to return and then output. That's how you would typically use it, but I use it differently because first of all, I've got a wireless setup, right? So let me backtrack. I'm going to start with the power supply. So I don't use any external supplies. I mean, I don't plug this into any outlet. So everything here is running by, or is run by this power supply, which is a rechargeable battery. I use it for the whole set list, which is about 3 hours when we play. So I never really ran out of the battery. So if you want to take a closer look, so this one charges by a USB-C, and if you run out of battery on your phone, you can charge as well. That's a power button. There's different ports in here. The first one being 300 milliamps, and then the rest are 100 milliamps. Okay, so but they all are 9 volts out, right? So currently this is powering all the all the pedals that I've got, starting with this guy here, Boss wireless system WL50. So right, I usually keep it this way. It's not like all the way in, because if it's all the way in, it's that means it's charging. I already have it charged, so when I take this out, I just kind of leave it like that, so that way it's not gonna juice up the battery, like the battery here. The reason being is this one has these little contacts here, so once it makes contacts, that basically turns it on. You can see that, there you go. So that way, leave it like that. And if for some odd reasons this doesn't work, then this is a backup. You see there, it's this input, so I can put in the the guitar jack in here, and then just play it normally, right? So it's basically coming out here, going through my other pedals. But just a quick rundown. So I just take this out, plug this into my bass guitar, and that's it. It will automatically connect to the wireless system. This one also runs AA batteries if I needed to really use a backup battery, or if I ran out, but again, never really had issues with that. So the second pedal it goes through is my noise suppressor pedal. I always leave it on, and it's connected to my bass equalizer. So this is more for like a boost. This is actually off for the most part. The reason why I use this is if I just need to boost the mid. So as you can see, I'm boosting the mids there, and then the volume is a little bit up here. So if I have to do a little bit of you know, there's a bass line or a bass riff that I need to be heard, you know, I'm gonna engage into this pedal, so that way I can be heard, right? That's basically what it is. Or if I need to change the parameters here, which I rarely do because I already have it set up here, then I have the option to do that here. So all these pedals are connected to this jack or to this port. So I am running a 5 connector pins. It's just underneath there. So just to, you know, make it a little bit clean instead of like running 5 ports, right? So far it does, you know, it's giving enough power, so I don't need to run individual cables for that. So, but the main event is basically this guy here. The first settings that I've got here, which is the preamp EQ, I only use this for EQ. If there are times that I need to play around with the other modes here, you know, like the dark drive, fat tube, solid stack, those kind of stuff. Even though it's pointing to, let's just say, classic blue, since I already have the preset save on the user settings, all I need to do is just go through the banks and engage it. And I really like this style because I can see the knobs right away. I can dial in right away if I needed to. You can also download an app for this, but you would need to get the Bluetooth adapter like this. So I got this separately. 2 things that you can do with that: you can stream music, so it can connect to your amplifier, and then the second one is that's where you would download the app, and then you can just even customize what's on here. You can't have simultaneous effect or slicer and chorus at the same time, right? So you can't have that because it's on one setting. So that's why you would need to use the app to configure if you want to add like a chorus. Right now I'm on user 1, so I only have like up to 3 modes, up to 3, like 3 user 3 and I have a little note there which one to use. So if I go to click on here, so this basically tells me that these ones are, I'm not sure if you can see that because of the reflection, so these one turns into like individual like stomp boxes, right, if you're on a manual mode. Okay, otherwise if you go back to memory, you can scroll through, you know, tons of presets, sorry, up to 9 presets. There's a lot here. Again, I'll be posting that on the screen. So anyway, yeah, that's my setup. And then as you can see, so I've got some stickers in here like tape, so I know where to plug in the guitar cable. And then this one goes into the return, and then this goes out to the amplifier. If I need to use DI out, then this bad boy has it right here, so I don't need to use that one. And yeah, I was so happy that the multi-effects pedal, and by the way, this is the Boss ME90B. This is fairly new. I think it was just released last month. These are multi-effects for bass, yeah, so you can tell. Yeah, they did fit into the Boss BCB60, so the older version of the case, including this one. I know it's a little bit tight on some of the cables, but I don't think it's going to be an issue here. Everything seems to be working fine, and I've got a case of battery sometimes that I put in here in case I need to run AA batteries for this one and 9 volts for these, you know, if you know, just to carry this as a backup. All right, and that's it. I hope you find some information, you know, from this video. At least you'd know that the BCB would fit, you know, these pedals here that I've got. Although it does have some weight on it, I don't mind because again I'm carrying on a hard case anyway. And recently I switched over to a shoulder bag because on our gigs we usually have to carry this, the guitar, and then the amp. I used to have a hard case base, so I ended up selling it because you know, just to free up my hand so I can carry this one hand, the amp on one hand, and then shoulder bag. All right, so that's it, guys. So probably in the next video we're going to talk about the settings that I've got on the head rush, on the two pedal boards that I've got, and also on the other you know, the nano pedal that I've got. But you know, as a bass player, this is the setup that I'm using a lot. So I'll see you guys next one. Thanks again for watching.